Hello and welcome to Matt's Reloading Bench. Today I have set up in front of me everything that I need to get going on all completely new load development. I've got Reloader 26 for powder. I'm using Federal GM210 match primers and Burger bullets in the 153.5 grain long range hybrid target. So for my brass, I've already got everything set up. I've got all of my lot of brass here machined and ready to go. These 30 here that you see upside down, they are primed, and those 30 are what I'm going to be using for this load development. I'm going to be doing 5-shot groups with 7 different charge weights of the Reloader 26, starting at 54.9 and working up to 55.5. My bullets, I already have them pointed and trimmed with the Metblat trimmer, so everything is ready to rock and roll. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and start dropping powder charges. So to start off, I've got 54.9 as my desired charge weight. So I will set up my Frankfurt Arsenal IntelliDropper to 54.8, and I will trickle the last 1/10 of a grain using my RCBS trickler. All right, 54.9 grains of powder. And I will go ahead and just drop all of these. I've got all my powder charges thrown and in the cartridges. This cartridge is just a piece of brass and a bullet. There's no primer at all. What I did is I seated the bullet so that it was long enough to the point where I knew that it was going to be into the lands and grooves significantly. What I did is I lubricated the inside of the case neck, and then I lubricated the ogive of the bullet. And what I used to do that was the Hornady Unique Case Lube. And what I did is I chambered this dead round. And then I racked the bolt open quickly so that this wouldn't get stuck in the lands and grooves and it would break free. And the length that it was at when it came back out of the chamber is the length that it would be into the lands and grooves. So I want to go 20 thousandths in from that. And to do that, I took my chamber die and I set it where the stem just started to touch the bullet. Then I took the micrometer top and backed it down 20 thousandths and then seated it so that the bullet was in 20 thousandths. So now when I go ahead and seat all these bullets, they're all going to be 20 thousandths off of the lands. That's what I use for my starting point pretty much every single time. I know some people start with it touching the lands. I don't do that. I always start it at 20 thousandths off. From my previous experience with 6.5 PRC, I've had my best results anywhere between 35 to 50 thousandths off of the lands. In this particular application, because it's a new barrel and it's a different chamber of 6.5 PRC, it's actually a tighter match grade chamber. So I don't know what my results are going to be at all. I have to treat this as though this is a cartridge that I've never done any load development on before, and that's just going to be how I tackle this. So again, I'm starting at 20 thousandths off of the lands. That's how I'm going to do all of my load development for my powder charge. And once I figure out which of these charges will give me the best standard deviation and extreme spreads, then I'll start working on bullet seating depth. And with my new barrel, after that, I will start using a barrel tuner to see if I can't shrink that group a little bit more. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and seat the bullets for these 30 cartridges, and I'll be putting them in the blue box. So I will start with the lowest charge, which is 54.9. And my seating pressure is at about 42 PSI. So that's my first bullet for the new barrel. I can't wait to be able to shoot this stuff. You have no idea how excited I am. I've been gearing up to hopefully do some F-class shooting, and I'm hoping that the new setup that I have with the new barrel and my new scope and my new trigger and all that stuff will help me get towards the results that I want to achieve. So as you can tell, I've changed a few things on my rifle. I ditched the factory barrel that came with it, and I ordered a pre-fit barrel through Straight Jacket Armory. And it is a 30-inch heavy polymer profile stainless steel barrel that's made from a Shilen blank. That is their select match grade barrel. I also replaced my scope from the EP5 Arkin to the Vortex Golden Eagle. And on the end of my barrel, I've got an EC tuner. So the reason that I have gone through all of these changes on my rifle is I'm looking to get my feet wet a little bit in F-class competition shooting. Living in Wisconsin, unfortunately, there's not a whole bunch of super long range stuff. I know that there's two 600-yard ranges that host F-class shooting competitions. And I want to see how I can do. I feel pretty comfortable with my reloading abilities, and I hope that with this upgrade to my rifle between the barrel and the scope that I'm really going to be able to dial in on my group sizes and just start doing some mock matches up until I get to shoot, and just hone my skills a little bit. So that's going to be a journey throughout the summer. And for right now, like I said, it's going to be getting load development done for this new setup and just seeing where it takes me. In my next video, I'll be shooting the stuff that I loaded today. Again, that's going to be 5-shot groups at 100 yards. The group sizes don't really matter per se. I'm more so looking for data from the chronograph in regards to extreme spread and standard deviation to see where I get some nodes. I can always tune my group size by adjusting seating depth, and hopefully with this EC tuner, that'll really help me get things dialed in as well. I've never used one before, so I'm really looking forward to that. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also, please give me that thumbs up so that YouTube knows that you like my videos. And make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so that you can get notifications for when my next video does come out. And until next time, shoot straight and be safe.